Hey, welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. We're going to continue on our journey of learning just one more Chinese expression a day. Last time we talked about a contemporary Chinese expression of probably a millennial generation of girls, kind of ideal, the new ideal of girls. That's 可咸可甜, means she can be salty or sweet. Like she can be aggressive and sharp in her tongues, or she can be sweet and just be a sweetheart. And well, I forgot to put in a little bit psychological based analysis of xian and tian. What exactly does that mean? And I think I can match it or map it onto two of the five basic human traits of personalities. One is narcissism, which about salty. So if a person is high on narcissism, means they care, self-centered, right? Think highly of themselves. That's being salty. And the other one is agreeableness. So if this person is agreeable, less combative, less aggressive, that's sweet. So these two human traits, like all of us have a certain composition, a percentage of our personalities. And if you have the right combination of being salty and sweet, like you treat others with respect and being sweet, being agreeable, that's being sweet. And at the same time, you also have you're self-centered, and you care a lot about yourself, self-care, right? Self-respect, all that is narcissism. So that's being salty. So a right balance of treating yourself a certain way and treating others a certain way, that's a good combination. Not just one way of pleasing others and hurting yourself, but voicing out what you need at the same time. That's attractive. The new female ideal. Well, it could be gender neutral, used on guys as well, but most commonly on girls. 可咸可甜, okay? And today we continue on the character Tien. So last time we talked about the Tien is about the taste is so good that you're going to hold in your mouth for a long time, and your tongues are going to sense that. That's Tien. And in the ancient writing of this word, you see this left and right are flipped. Contemporary have this things in the mouth image on the right side, but in ancient way it's on the left. I don't know why it was flipped, at what point, who flipped it, I don't know, but that's the mystery of language growing up in contemporary use. Okay, so that's Tian. Suan. Okay, 酸甜苦辣 are the four major tastes, and they all can come from different origins. It's fascinating to me. Suan looks like this, and if we see this symbol like that, it means container, kind of a jar, and some liquid holding inside, and there's a stopper. Stopping. So that means something is going to evaporate from that. So either wine, liquor, or in this case, actually is vinegar. So vinegar is some liquid that went through fermentation. So it's different from alcohol, but it also went through the steps of formation. So this simply means something after formation. It doesn't necessarily mean alcohol. It could mean vinegar. And it was originated to mean vinegar, actually. The right side is the sound maker. So meaning it's something fermented liquid. You have to put a stopper there, otherwise it's going to evaporate. And the right side is a sound maker, sound like a chun, and it means slow walking. And you can kind of see these are the legs, leisure walking, I guess. And the combination, slow walking, fermented, kind of makes sense for vinegar, right? Because it takes time. It's a kind of slow walking. The time have to work on the formation of making vinegar. So vinegar is the taste, the most known taste of sour. So that eventually from vinegar, we use it as sour, the taste. Okay, so now we have sour, sweet. The third one, bitter, 苦, came from top, meaning maker, bottom, sound maker. Meaning, you can see these are little plants, our plant-based. So these are something related to plant. And the bottom is sound like a 鼓. So the sound is 鼓, converted to bitter, the character, a sound 苦, and it's the third sound, right? I make this symbol to mean it's you have to pronounce it with a downturn and upturn. Okay, 苦. So my interpretation of that is, okay, one scholarly interpretation is because it's a plant, it's a type of plant that sounds 苦, so it's a kind of vegetation. And the other one is, my interpretation, I think is more reasonable, is because Chinese in our medication, a lot of times it's herbal medication, right? Before big farms, which is a Western technology, Chinese find through generations of trials and errors what plants may work for what symptoms, and the whole Chinese plant-based medicine. And many of the times the herbal medicine boiled down like in this dark brown color tastes very bitter, and that's the that taste of herbal medicine is the origin, the resemblance or the representation of bitter taste, the best. Okay, so that's my interpretation. 辣, okay. Ooh, this character have the left side and right side. Left side is the meaning maker, right side is the sound maker, but both of them kind of make sense. We can regard them as both meaning maker. And what do you see on the left? I don't even know Chinese, ancient Chinese can come up with such awesome image. I can totally see contemporary graphic artists come up with something similar in that shape. It's a sharp edge. It's like a weapon, the head of an arrow or something like that, right? It's a weapon. And exactly that's what it's used to hurt people. So in ancient times, I guess, I don't exactly know, but ancient times, apparently the corporal punishment or the type of punishment you can get to feel hurt on the body, that's the main deterring factor of making sure people are following the rules, right? Don't break the law, because otherwise you will feel pain. So that's one of the ancient punishment, I guess, the tools, the device used to hurt people. You can imagine this sharp thing used on human body, right? So that's the sense of punishment and the pain related from that type of punishment. And the right side, sound maker 辣, but it also got this knife image in it. In a contemporary, the knife image was skipped, omitted, and only this portion. And this portion, okay, this is a tree, a tall tree with this vertical line with an arch facing upward and arch facing downward. That's the tree symbol. And the circle in the middle, it's something to me, it's a binding, like you kind of imagine a big crop, you harvest, it's long stack of things, and you bind it together, right? To kind of hay, right? Bind it into a bundle. So that's the kind of bundle image. And use a knife to, I guess, to cut it, to trim it into standard length or something. So in a way, that's also like, this is to discipline the plant to make them uniformly shaped. This is to discipline humans, to make them obeying the rules, right? Both of them involves cutting or hurting. So that's the origin of the sense of spicy. It's like feel pain a little bit. But in contemporary, in the sense of taste, it's appreciated. This, even if it kind of hurts your palate at the initial impact, the aftertaste probably make you feel good. I don't know, but that's one of the 4 main takes. And yet, yesterday we talked about 咸 salty, so that's the 5th one. And some people say the spicy, it's not really a taste, it's a sense, a heated sense in your mouth. Okay, so we nailed down the long-winded explanation of the origins of all this taste. So this is a formation, this is a plant, Chinese medicine base, and this is some ancient corporal punishment makes the sense of pain caused pleasure, I guess, the spicy. And okay, the 4 characters put together, 酸甜苦辣. Okay, in Chinese, I mean, in English, we have bittersweet, which is 苦 and 甜, right? So in English, if we translate literally into Chinese, would be 苦甜. But Chinese throw in 2 other senses, 2 other tastes, 酸 and 辣, and reform them. 酸甜苦辣. Basically, we add 2 more tastes, but it's similar. It means bittersweet. It means in life, you have good things happen, you have a good taste of it, but you also have other tastes. And the 酸 in Chinese, a lot of times, the sour feeling is related to jealous. And 甜, same, sweet, 苦, bitter. Okay, it's a taste that you don't really enjoy. And 辣, spicy, even if it's pain at the beginning, but probably people enjoy the spice, the sense of spicy. So, okay, I dig out the spicy girl image because they are from the 90s, right? 90s music representation, and they have the spice on their band name. And that I want to show you in Chinese, we do translate them as 辣. So even if it's a spice girls, right? Spicy girls, right? So 辣 was translated as spicy, something really pungent in your mouth. So that's 辣, and 妹 are like female sisters, so simply girl. So 辣妹 is our translation of spice girls. And that's our Chinese rendering of bittersweet. We have 4 senses, 酸甜苦辣. Cash into the currency of thinking by one word a day with Sophie. See you another day.